Alrighty, you guys, what is up? Back for another video. And you can see now, with the fall in the air, the tree looks quite a bit different and with the surrounding landscape. We haven't really covered this too much in the season, as we've just been so busy at the other area. I've had much time and with work and stuff, I'm usually never in this area. So I want to take a quick look at the area here. Here's the tree. I'm going to put it in the 0.5 limb. Look at the height this thing's gained. I recently had just pruned the base there, but look at the height it's gained. We're probably about 10 feet tall now, the canopy of this thing. These stems, which used to be so small, are now so large. Look at this stem. Right there, that's the dominant leader there. That was a twig when we first got this tree. Now it's huge. You see just the growth it put on this season alone. Like I said, it looks a little bit deranged because we had that huge hail that knocked some leaves off, but overall it's an amazing looking tree. Look at that from all angles. Just look at that. The trunk has got that color still. See, it's different on each side. So over here it's more like a multi-color type trunk, but it's still a little shaky in the ground. That's why I have that stake on it on the back over here. It's just for that reason, to keep it extra supported. But this tree is looking great at this time in the season. I want to get some slow shots of kind of how it looks with the trunk and the tree itself there. If we get it in the 1X camera, we can move back a bit. Yeah, just amazing. Look at that trunk. Amazing tree there. And with the surrounding daylilies, you can see there the, let's see, I'm getting text. See, the daylilies are changing to that fall color pretty nicely right at this time of the season. I gotta get out of the sun there. Look at that, just kind of sprinkled throughout. These really put on a show. They get kind of, you know, leggy and droopy and messy, but the color they do show is really amazing, especially paired with the rest of the landscape. They usually turn before the tree, which makes it look kind of nice. Over here, these daylilies here, they're pretty way down there, but they still look nice. They're kind of like little beds, but they're pretty green still because they get not very much sunlight. The sunlight kind of factors that in. You see the neighboring trees too are pretty yellow. And then we got these daylilies here, barely changing color, but a little bit changed. You can see there, this one's a little bit droopier. It's getting more water out of that gutter system is what's going on there. I noticed that one quite a bit, does that, and I think that's the variable in the droopiness of these things is the amount of water they get. The more water, the droopier they're gonna be, kind of typically. These two here don't get too many blooms though. Those two are like the least in the yard for blooms. But yeah, this area looks real nice. And then this here, the juniper. Look at that. You can see a little bit of browning just from the aftermath of the pruning, but that's totally normal and it happens every time you prune one of these. But just look at the blue color and just how amazing this looks. It produced no growth since the time of pruning, so it still looks perfectly, you know, level. It's getting pretty sharp at this point in the season, but it's gonna kind of go through the winter like this and look real nice in the spring, which we'll cover this in the spring. And I want to do some updates on this area throughout the melting season and all that. Get more videos on this channel during the winter. But here's this area. Looks pretty nice there. Oh man, this place, I'm just telling you, this place, Montana, is crazy, especially the Butte area. The temperature in the mornings is like 36 degrees, almost near frost, and then it's 80 right now out here. It's a crazy place. Just in a few hours, it changes that much. Anyway, you can see the fall color on the daylilies here. It's like a summer day. I'm loving it. Get out on the bike on Saturday. I'm off work, so get going on that. As you can see here, just amazing. Daylilies here. And really, I haven't even looked at this backyard area too much. See here, it looks like the cat. We have the neighbor's cat running through the yard, and it's definitely laying in these bushes. I mean, they're hardy bushes. It's gonna just show by their droopiness, but when you get back, you don't notice the droopiness at all. It just looks like nice plants to me. But they get big and they get covered by snow, but you can see there that, yeah, cats are definitely laying in those bushes. And this here, and that there. Those are all the daylilies back here. And then these are three amazingly shaped daylilies. You can see here, they're small. I don't know why they're so much smaller, but they are. And I probably only looked at them a couple times this season. That's how infrequently I've been here. So it's kind of nice to get this video filmed over here, so we can see all these plants. But they've done well. They've had blooms, and I wish I had recorded more this season, but I've been just so busy with work throughout the summer over here. So I haven't had much of a chance to get over here. And then this, the neighbor's lilac here, it's been pruned. So it looks pretty nice. You can see there's a little hole through there now. They must have pruned it away from their house, but yeah, it's still holding on to, it didn't really grow very much. It's still holding on to all them bloom heads throughout the top there, as you can see. And so it did not really grow like it did in the previous years. This one's a lot thicker than that one, though. That one still has that stress from the beginning of the year. So I'll have to see how this one does next year. Like I said, though, that amazing bloom show it put on at the beginning of the season was amazing. You can see all those heads right there. Still just kind of on the maturing plant. But we'll kind of cover this as the fall. I'm trying to get that sun out of the frame. As fall comes and this thing drops its leaves. It'll be kind of interesting to take a look at. So yeah, guys, that's an update of all the plants in the area, this area. We'll see you guys in a little bit.